believe we peaked in the 90s. Come on, come on, come on, prove me wrong. Tuck your friendship bracelet back in your shell suit sleeve. Come on back in time with me.
Off it again, and hello, it's Fo, and welcome back to Project Zomboid. We've woken up at 7. Don't worry about the alarm anymore, since the TV's finished. There's no more programs being broadcast. We don't have to worry about the TV schedule. We'll read our Carpentry Volume 3, get that finished off. We'll have a look at our skills and see what is next. We're almost done with electrical level 2, so we could keep pushing through till we're ready to read the next electrical book, the second one. There's no point in trying to get an XP boost for a skill that you're almost finished the level of. His weight is sort of stabilized. Can eat some more today. Can let it go up another couple of kilos. In general, we want to keep it sort of balanced. Don't want to go too far into the 80s, otherwise we'll become overweight. So we'll get back out to the raiding homes. We're working our way towards the school. Hopefully the school library is going to give us the How to Use Generators magazine. We are going to need to find that before the power goes off. So yeah, hopefully we'll find it in one of these homes. If not, the school is hopefully going to be the place to be. Cleared out a lot of the zombies already, so there's not heaps and heaps of them around these houses still. That's something. There could always be zombies inside waiting for us. Yeah, the ones hanging about in the gardens and on the roads. Hopefully we've cleared out a lot of them now. We'll work our way through the homes. Pick up any food, weapons. Great clothing. It's in perfect condition. Basically made it to the school. This is the car park of the school. Usually plenty of zombies here. These ones have thought of a way to get to us. That's why they're on a mission. They're going to go the long way round to try and catch up with us. Ambulance full of good loot. We'll let them go all the way into the school, try to go the long way around, then jump over the fence. Cut them off. Yeah, there's heaps of them around here, we've just got to break them up into smaller groups. Try and take them all out. Yeah, the more we dispatch, the less there are to threaten us. Certainly a healthy amount of zombies. Hopefully they've got a healthy amount of electrical loot on them that we can disassemble. That'll get us up to the next level. Sometimes when you use your hunting knife, it gets stuck in the zombie and you've got to take it back off them. Reattach it to your belt. Plenty of zombies. All forming a nice orderly queue. We're able to taunt them. So just to get a few of them to come towards us at a time. finding some electrical stuff. Obviously, if we had read the first electrical book and got the boost, we would have got there by now. But being so close to level 2, we should just push through and then worry about the book for the next 2 levels. So we'll make it into the school just before midday. I don't like these solid doors that you can't see through. No idea how many zombies are on the other side. It's fairly clear. This is the library. This is the room that we want. Just gonna have our missing literature, hopefully. Take a key for the school in case there's any locked doors we want to get through. So we'll make it into the library. There are some skill magazines here that we haven't read yet. So grab them as we go, along with any books that we need. Finally, how to use generators, woo! Yeah, it's kind of important, we found that. Got there eventually. Once we read this, we'll be able to connect up generators. So we'll go to our first one, that's at the gas station on the way home. Get that hooked up. Get it filled up with fuel now, while the power is still on and the pumps still work. And take some gas and fill up the generator. So when the power does go out, we can just come along and turn the generator on. And that'll mean that we can use the pumps to get more fuel. It's not an infinite supply in the pumps, but I've certainly never had a playthrough where I've used it all up. I'll do the same thing with the generator back at the base. Get it connected up. Fill it up with our gas can. Rather than going all the way back to the gas station, to get it completely topped up. I'm going to siphon some gasoline out of one of these cars that we've taken back to the base. Use that just to fill it up to the max. So that's us now sort of semi-prepared for when the electricity goes out. We'll need to start getting sinks and the cabinets that the sinks sit in preparation for making rain collectors for when the water goes out. That'll be the next long-term thing we need to think about. Yeah, now we're on our own and we're not subject to the TV schedule. To try and plan things out for ourselves. It's so open, there's obviously lots of things we can do. We can pursue skills, or looting, or dispatching zombies. Try to do everything all at the same time. I want to tidy up more of the surrounding area of the base. Get this little mailbox moved. Take these metal shelves. Want to make sure that our base can't be breached. Try and block off the inside of the windows with these metal shelves. Again, I'm pretty sure as long as there's stuff on the shelves, the zombies won't be able to crawl straight through the middle of the shelves and come into the base. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's all about feeling secure. If they're gonna get you, they're gonna get you. But if you can make yourself feel a bit safer, you'll be less stressed playing the game. Yeah, we're going to tidy up all this loose literature. Again, we can use this as fuel later on. The simple barbecues or campfires and that sort of thing. And we take our propane torch. Big plans of going to disassemble some of the cars in the car park junkyard place. It's a little bit off to the west. Make sure that our propane torches are full. Yeah, it uses up quite a lot of propane to disassemble a wrecked car. And randomly click in places. And discover eventually you've got to click on the back wheel. That's the best place to click to get all the options for the cars. Yeah, trial and error, trying to find the right place to get all the options. There are plenty of cars still in the roads that we can either hotwire and get out of there, or if they're no good we can try and tow them out of the way, or if they're wrecked then we can disassemble them. All of that will help clear up the roads, so we're less likely to bash into one of these cars when we forget it's there, come flying round the corner. Munch some food. Yeah, we do want to use up all this fresh food. Try and go through all the fruit and veg when we're putting on the beef, and eat the beef when we're not. Generally, I think the meat is more useful. We'll try and prioritise freezing all of the stuff from people's fridges and freezers. The steaks and the sausages and stuff. And the fruit and veg, yeah, chuck it in the fridge and just try and eat loads of it, work our way through it. Yeah, propane torches don't last long. You need a refill. Having a propane torch in your hand won't stop you hurting yourself. Apparently it doesn't really count as a weapon for breaking through a window. You're still going to use your elbow. Yeah, so far the only injuries that we've picked up have just been negligence. Isn't that always the way? It's better than the zombies getting us. And we do get some medical XP. It's going to help us with our first aid skill. Yeah, having a hammer in the hand. Break the window, no problem. But a propane torch, no. And no weapon, yeah. Not too bright. Happens. Got to try and look on the bright side. We're getting the first aid XP. Yeah, we'll work our way through all these cars, see if we've got anything good in them. Try and get them hot-wired. See if they're decent, see if they can be driven. Should get plenty of empty gas cans and mechanics tools and things from the boots of cars. It's the most common things to find. Yeah, the mechanics skill is a bit grindy. Basically got to take the vehicles to bits, piece by piece, and put it all back together again. That's how you grind out the XP for mechanics. Well, it's easier just to go and get another car than it is to fix up a car. Different if the cars were rarer, or they were more damaged. Obviously in the settings that we set up in the beginning, we said that the average car condition should just be average, and all the cars shouldn't be too far gone. So for Sir Ravioli, it's probably easier just to go and hotwire another car than it is to be constantly fixing up the same one. This is the little worker's hut, little cabin. It's on the lot. Another water cooler here that we can take if we need it. Yeah, water will be another long-term concern. Not something we need to prioritize yet. Like I say, once we can make stairs, because our carpentry level gets up, and we'll be able to roof our extension and make rain collector barrels, set up sinks below them. I would like to move these cars. The white car is not moving. We'll try the ambulance instead. Another vehicle parked nicely and out of the way. Sort out our dirty bandage. We're still scratched, it's not healed up yet. Yeah, I wouldn't expect it if I punched through a car window to heal up the same day. Do a bit of foraging. Something else we want to level up. Yeah, you can focus on one particular skill and keep reading the book and just leveling it up and grinding away. Or you can do a little bit of everything all at the same time. Prefer to do a little bit of everything all at the same time. Keeps it interesting. Yeah, once you're on your own and you've got to make up your own scheduling, got to sort of make your own goals. Yeah, we'll keep raiding, keep looting, keep building up materials for the base. Try and complete our literature collection. Get as many of the other types of media, the CDs and the VHS. Try and get all of them. Through our home videos, I think it's about, I don't know, 80 to 100 of them. I think they only appear once in every playthrough. So if you were going to go around and try and loot every home in the game, that could be a goal for you to complete the home VHS collection. As we're not leaving the greater Riverside area, that's not going to be on the cards for Ramos. More stuff starting to go stale that's in the fridge. Yeah, time is ticking for the freshness of food. The sooner we can get it into the freezer, the better. A little bit of everything. And once you get higher levels of foraging, you get better stuff. It's pretty good for getting food and things, especially once you've read the herb list and you understand which berries are going to be poisonous. Like now we can see this berry that we're picking up is poisonous. That's a little green symbol. So we know not to eat that one. So we've got another level in foraging. As I say, we should find better stuff. Swap out our plaster again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure just the adhesive bandages, the little sticky plasters, I think they get dirty a lot faster than the normal bandages. And they're obviously disposable. You can wash the better bandages. So we're going to read Tailoring. That's going to help us when we're ripping up clothes. We'll get more XP. Hopefully by the time we've read through this, we'll have leveled up electrical or metalwork, and we can move on to one of those books. Got about a quarter of the book read before bedtime. And to sort out our hunger and our boredom before we pop off for the night. Again, trying to eat some of this fruit and veg. So he heads to bed. Again, of course, no alarm. Gets up about 7:10. Generally, they get into a rhythm. It's pretty reliable without the alarm. I'm going to take some of our dirty stuff over to the laundrette while the electricity's on. Why not? May as well use the facilities. In the long term, we can take one of these washing machines back to the base and disassemble the rest. Tidy up this back room. Tidy up all the non-perishable food and things that are in these boxes. Then move all the boxes through here. We can pop random clothing in the boxes, but more importantly, it gives us more room. We can use that sort of garage room, concrete room for something else now. I'm going to take a pipe wrench with this so we can remove sinks. Make sure we've refilled our propane torches. It's quite important. Yeah, remember to take the welder's mask with you as well. It's not a wasted trip. Again, disassembling these junk cars will get us some metalworking supplies. It just gets the useless vehicle out of the way. Gets us some metalworking XP. Again, we make that fantastic mistake of having the propane torch equipped and thinking that's going to help us break a window. And it's gone really bad this time that we have shards of glass lodged in our arm, and that's not great at all. So as much as we could use the same tactic of just disinfecting and applying loads of plasters to it, it's not really going to be sufficient. It does get us some first aid XP, looking on the bright side. But yeah, it's not ideal. I'm going to take the tweezers and the suture needle, some painkillers. I'm going to stitch up the wound. So his health is dropping. This is the lowest his health has been. Hopefully will be. Yeah. So use tweezers to remove the shards of glass, disinfectant, and then the suture needle to stitch it up. I think removing the broken glass is what gets you the most XP. So the best way to fast level that is to just walk on broken glass and pull the glass shards out your feet. Repeatedly. But yeah, I don't think we'll be doing that. Doing a John McClane if we don't have to. Since it's raining, we're going to go and plant some seeds. Once we find a gardening trowel, some sort of tool to dig furrows with. There we go, here's a little trowel. So before we dig furrows, we're going to have to tidy up a little bit. Remove these bushes and the rough bits of grass. And then we're going to move the corpses and the clothes and things. Get us a nice clear patch to work with. And when we dig the furrows, we want to leave a space in every direction around them. So if something goes wrong with your crops and they get diseased, it spreads to the next one over. So you're safer to set them out like this. So we'll open up our seed packets. We've got sort of one of each. And we can just plant a row of each different crop. They require different amounts of seeds to occupy a different plot. So you're left with random amounts of spares and things. It's good while it's raining. They get a free watering. You don't have to worry about it too much. Yeah, generally it's going to rain every couple of days. Should keep them going. So we've leveled up our metalwork skill. Continuing to disassemble these junk cars. We've taken our big gas can with us, so we can refill the propane torches without having to go all the way back to base. It's easier when you've got multiple propane torches. Just fill them all up once and take them with you. Yeah, the fewer you have, the more little trips you're going to have to make to keep filling them back up again. Okay, we've got a couple of cars that have crashed into each other and they're taking up space. Get them moved. We can dump loads of cars here if we're not taking them to the base itself in the car park. Can't believe that there's a zombie this close to the base. Where have you been? Where did you come from? It's strange that he's just by himself as well. Yeah, not sure where they came from. Managed to get our electrical level up. Finally dismantled enough watches and things. That means we can read the second electronics book for the next 2 levels of the skill. Get a bit of a boost so it's not as much of a grind. Another car out of the way. We'll take the key with us in case we want to come back for this one. Sort out some more zombies. These guys are definitely too close to the base. Need to be taken care of. It's good. They're bringing me more stuff. More clothes to rip up, and more watches to disassemble. Yeah, with a bit of a tailoring XP boost. Should help us when we're ripping up the clothes. You can grind tailoring by constantly applying and unapplying patches to your clothes. But you need lots and lots of thread if you're going to make it all the way up to level 10. So you have to rip up lots and lots and lots of clothes. You can find thread in the little sewing kits. But again, you'd need quite a few of them. Yeah, there are still zombies kicking about. But just dribs and drabs it looks like. Don't know if it's a thing, but I find that when it's raining, they tend to migrate. I don't know if the rain makes a noise and it confuses them and they think there's something worth going wandering for. But just as an observation, I tend to notice when it's raining, just random zombies appearing in places that you've already cleared out. Yeah, just more for us to take care of, ones that we don't have to deal with later on down the line. So we come back to the farm area, where we had our boarded up house, but we didn't have a crowbar. Now that we've got the crowbar, we can peel off some of these wooden planks that are securing the survivor house and get in there. Once we've cleared the immediate outside area, make sure we're not getting snuck up on. Get this car wreck out the way. ourselves up a little bit. That's the thing, we're ripping up a lot of clothes. They're automatically keeping all the ripped sheets and things. Just dump them. Always come back for them if you really want them. Generally, you're not going to need them. Got another propane torch, another generator. Yeah, the more propane torches, the better. Fewer trips back to refill them all. The generator we can eventually take to one of the other gas stations. Sort of future-proof that. Set it up in the same way. Yeah, that's definitely more of a long-term thing. No rush to be doing that. Now you should really go upstairs and clear the whole house of loose zombies before you start trying to take apart TVs and stuff. You can hear them bashing upstairs. You think they're all behind doors, but not necessarily. And they can just throw themselves over railings, so if the stairs were orientated differently, then you could have just zombies raining down upon you randomly, which you don't want. Alright, a lot of noise up here, but it was just one hiding behind the door. Sounded like multiple. This TV's massive, we should have taken this one, but never mind. Again, remember to switch back to your normal weapon. Don't leave yourself on the screwdriver after disassembling electronics. Back to the hunting knife, just in case. Always be prepared. So here's our cupboard of greatness for the survivor house. Got another machete, which is great. We don't have to worry that we're gonna break this machete. I have 15 layers of duct tape holding it together. We're making progress. It's just in every direction. It's not that easy to measure. I'm managing to level things up slowly but surely. Main priority is just to survive. Everything else is secondary. There's plenty of Zeds along this road, leading us back towards the other gas station and the trailer park. And there's fields and woods on the side of the road that could have been hiding in. Yeah, we don't need to rush our way back to the other gas station with the third generator quite yet. Can take our time, especially as we're starting to get tired. It's not what you want at 20 to 3 in the afternoon. Yeah, we'll get some stuff unpacked. Prioritize getting the food away. Can take some of this fruit and veg out of our freezer since it's full. So we've got some more room for some more meat. Yeah, if you've got fruit and veg that goes bad, it's not as disappointing. You don't feel like you've wasted as much as if you've got a decent bit of meat that's gone bad. Finish off this tailoring book as fast as we can. Move on to better things, now that we're able to. Can sort of stop and start things. Read half a book, read half of another book, but yeah, I'm not that into that. I'm going to have a little snooze. We will use the alarm once more. Set it for 1 hour's time, just to take the edge off the tiredness. Read a magazine, because he's getting bored as well from being inside too long. We have a little snooze. It's only 40 minutes, but it's enough to take away the tiredness moodle. So we do have to battle any Zeds. We're not going to be weak. So we'll get rid of the rest of this loot, get it all put away. Our hand is fine now. Healed up after punching through a car window. I'm not sure how long the other one's going to take to heal up. The stitches don't get dirty or anything, so it's hard to tell when it's ready. Yeah, we'll leave it for a day or two. We're still breaking cabinets, trying to take them. So we're not at a great level yet. We can be confident in taking just the stuff we need efficiently back to the base. Got a 45% chance to break things still. Yeah, we need to get our carpentry up a little bit more. But we've got our first metal cabinet and sink into our sort of concrete garage room. This room has a flat roof, so it's fairly easy to get your rain collectors set up. We can't make them again until we've got a higher level of carpentry. You can make small ones, but they're really not worth it. You want to go for the full rain collector barrel. Should be able to get your carpentry up to that level before the water goes out, unless you're really unlucky. If that's the case, you should be able to go on water coolers or filling up bottles of water from people's homes. As I've said, there's a little bit of water stays in the sinks and things after the water cuts out. Got another level of metalworking, we're doing well. Can pretty much start making the metal walls for our generator room. Washing is done, everything's nice and clean. It's dried because we left it in there for long enough. Get our first metal wall placed. Again, we want this room to be secure because when we turn the generator on it's going to be loud. And that's going to draw in the zombies. It's going to get their attention. So yeah, we could either read electrical or metalworking next. Or mechanics, but yeah, I think electrical and metalworking will be the most useful ones. Once we've finished our tailoring book. Keep reading it all the way through till 9:30. The moodles are forcing us to stop. We're hungry, we're getting bored. Not quite anxious, not ready for a ciggy quite yet. But yeah, enough negative moodles. You want to stop and get things sorted out. You can watch an episode of Woodcraft that we've got on VHS, and we will still get skill for it, even though we've already seen it live. A little bit of free XP, we're not going to say no to. And it'll sort out our board moodle. Read a little bit more of our tailoring book, try and get this finished off. Yeah, they're not in order. So episode 1 is telling us about a bookcase. I'm sure that wasn't the first episode. Would you, dude, like to make a bar in your own home? Sigh. Yeah, I love that. We would like to make a bar in our own home. We will at some point. It's not essential, just for fun. Yeah, once we get these rain collectors set up, we will have got most of the essential things done. It will be more of a fun thing. As I say, it's very open a game. Other than surviving, you can have your own side missions, whatever you want. As you go further up the levels, obviously it's an exponential amount of XP you need to do to level up to the next level. I think by this point we'd need to watch all of the episodes of Woodcraft back to back if we were going to try and get a level out of it. Yeah, progress is progress. Every little helps. We're getting there. So read until 10, finish off our tailoring book. Come back next time and pick something else to start studying, get our XP boost. Yeah, at least we have the right books we need. Almost got all the books. We'll get there eventually. So hopefully he's going to survive the night. Come back next time and find out. Join us then. Until then, take it easy. I'll see you in the next one.